Yeah, man. We in here. It's Claim Your Inheritance. So, got a special announcement for you. Let me share my screen right here, right quick, right? And so, Claim Your Inheritance is changing channels. We're changing stations, okay? We're changing to the Club of New Jerusalem. So, look in the description link below, and you can subscribe to that channel. You won't be able to find me here most of the time. I'm going to be on Club of New Jerusalem. And so we're changing the focus to focus strictly on, the purpose of Claim Your Inheritance channel, which is to uh, talk about nation building. So on Claim Your Inheritance channel, we did a lot of brainstorming, a lot of researching, a lot of discussions, then we discovered the flat earth as, as the channel went along, et cetera, et cetera. So with the Club of New Jerusalem page, it's going to be strictly focused on kingdom building and those discussions and workshops and conferences and things of that nature. You know what I mean? We're just going to focus on real real building. And so, you won't hear me bring up too much about flat Earth and other uh, truths. But of course, I'm going to sprinkle them in there because these are things that I know. So I'm always going to be sharing the things that I know. However, with the Club of New Jerusalem, this is the new page here. We're going to be focusing strictly on doing tangible work that shows progress. So that's great news for everybody. And I want to show you we got a workshop this weekend on Sunday. It's 4 p.m. Western time and 7 p.m. Eastern time. So this workshop is on Zoom. I'm going to put this in the description as well. Okay. It is definitely on the internet. It's online, so it's real easy to get involved with that if you're interested in building a nation. If you're not interested in building a nation, you just want to scream and cuss people out and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. That's fun. I do that all the time. I don't discourage it. I'm just saying, you know, on your off time, you need to be building this nation. Your mind needs to be stuck in prophecy, and you're going to have to be able to visualize the reality and the tangible steps that it takes to build a nation. Okay, so right now, what we're looking at is uh, a number of what we're looking at is an example of old China when it was separated. And so, with each principal of each famous school, they are kind of like shoguns and warlords and things of this nature, just jockeying for position over Israel. And so, no one proclaimed him king. No high priest selected them to be king. Okay, they just chose to recruit students and decided that their students will be the only pool to choose from uh, who will be the elect of New Jerusalem. And so this is incredibly, I mean, this is incredibly irrational to me. So in Hosea 1:11, when you read that very carefully, it says that gather together and choose one head to be over us. You understand? So that's what's going to happen. That's what needs to happen. I mean, it's no way around it. Ain't no way around it at all. So these guys, they can't decide that they're going to be the king of the earth. It's impossible. A high priest has to tell them that. A proven high priest, the Most High has to uh, prove first. Has to, yeah, basically, yeah, prove himself to the high priest first. Okay, and then the high priest is going to have to um, tell Israel everything that's going down, and we can be prepared, so we can be prepared for these things. So no one has presented themselves as uh, people name themselves chief high priest, like Gorilla Hebrew and Tazadakia calls himself the Holy Spirit. Uh, mm, but you would have to prove these things to Israel. You can't just have a mouth that can't be stopped, like Tazadakia says. He has a mouth that cannot be stopped. So this is his proof that he is the Holy Spirit that leads us to all truth. And this is wholly, wholly irrational to me. So, I don't believe it. How can I? Okay. So, everything, every claim requires evidence. You understand? So, just saying that you got a mouth that that can't be stopped is not enough evidence. So that's the uh, proof that he uses often. Okay. So I put the meeting that we're having. It's a kingdom building workshop led by, I think, is BBOC is the school that is leading this workshop. And anybody who's talking about kingdom building, I want to listen to. I want to see what they're saying, what they're doing, and see how I can help. So you need to do the same. You know, these things are very important. So now uh, I'm going to be releasing an app soon. Um, it's out now. It's on the Play Store right now. Okay, so let me show you that. But I'm going to release it. Um, let's see here. I'm going to release it to the public really soon. So when you get a chance, let me see if I got this right. I have to find it for you. I don't know exactly where to find it, but you can't pull it up on Google Play Store just yet because it's not popular yet. It has to be popular in order to register on the store. So let me just see if I can pull it up here quickly. All right. And notebooks, apps. There it is. Okay. So it pops up that way. So if you go to Google Play Store, you type in Club of New Jerusalem, the app pops up. And so, download this as soon as you get it. Download this and then rate it 5 stars so that it can become extremely popular. Okay, do that. So I'm gonna put this in the description as well, so that you can you won't have to look for it. Okay. I want to thank everybody a couple of years ago that supported so well, you know, so many things. And then all last year, of course, I didn't have an opportunity to get on because Faithful to God shut the channel down. So now that it's back live, um, it's not allowing certain things like I'm having restricted capabilities. So I don't like that. So I have all the capabilities that I need on Club of New Jerusalem here. All right. So I have 0 subscribers. Help me get to 100 subscribers, and we can celebrate. Okay. All right. So now, the, as I was saying about, okay, now this is going to be released to the public February 14th. All right. So it looks pretty excellent. It looks pretty good. The aesthetics are great. I just have to work out a couple of things before next week so I can be sure that, like, see, you have to register to become a voter. You know what I mean? That who I call appointers because the scripts call them appointers. So uh, we're going to appoint one head over us. So I call it a point of registration. So when you do this, you become a voter. Boom, you got to be 16 and up to be a registered voter. Okay, then if you want to be a candidate for elections, then you have to be 16 plus to be a candidate for elections. And so the voters are going to be supporting the candidates here. All right, with cryptocurrency. So I have to work out the technical details on how they're going to be donating to their campaign. Okay, and pretty sure that's going to be very easy to do. It's no problem. You know what I mean? I can do this with my eyes closed. So over time, you got a loyalty card that's going to give you freebies. You got a coupon here that's going to give you discounts, and then you have the appointed currency, which is the cryptocurrency. So I want to go back to the Google Play Store because I need you guys to download this wallet here, Murex Enhanced Code Wallet. It's real simple. These two things are real simple to do, real easy. If you don't have any storage, you might want to get a better phone. Okay. Let's see here. Murex Wallet. Google that. It pops up, of course, with no problem. All right. And when you download this, make sure you give it 5 stars. Okay. You got your Murex Universal Wallet. They got a Murex Enhanced Wallet. Is the one that I'm looking for. I mean, okay. All right. Enhanced. Here we go. This is the newer version, the Murex Enhanced Beta Wallet. They do have SegWit, and they're on the Lightning Network. So when you download this, give it 5 stars, and be prepared to utilize this. If you don't know how to use cryptocurrency, then you can just write me or something, and I'll do a video. You can just write in the comments, and I'll do a video on how to buy and sell and trade cryptocurrency. So this is the wallet that you're going to use uh, for this app, okay? And your currency is going to be a particular coin that I'm going to announce February 14th. All right. Okay. So that's how we're going to handle that. So I'm going to put this enhanced wallet link in the description for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so all these things I'm going to be focusing on highly important things instead of, just little frivolous little conversations that we have. They're fun and everything, um, but we have more pressing matters, of course. All right. So we got everything in place here. Now, going back to February the 11th, okay, you got a kingdom building workshop. So I'm going to let this gentleman explain it to you. All right. But not on this show. I'm just going to post a link right here. Um, let's see what we got here. How we're going to do this. Edit post. I think that might be good. So Yanaib Ben Yasharala, he is the either in the BBOC or I don't know how that works. I never heard of it. So they're having a workshop Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, and 4 p.m. Western. Just assuming nobody lives in the Midwest. So that's their problem to figure out the time on that. All right, what's this right here? This is the live video here. So I want to take this and place this link in the description if I can. Where is it? Share. Well, I don't know. All right. Yeah. All right. Let me make sure this is still on. All right. So we encourage people to do well. So the rapper Peasy, uh, he's in our group, Club of New Jerusalem group. He's been in there for years. So this is before he became Israelite famous, and he's been highly encouraged and motivated by our discussions to do the best that he possibly can. And so that's how that works. That's while we're here to motivate each other to do the best that we possibly can. So now, uh, I'm definitely attempting to get people to comprehend that your personal gain is extremely important and your family is extremely important. So, in order to secure the future of your safety and security of your uh, great grandkids and things like that, you're going to have to become uh, you're going to have to self-determine. That's the only possible way, because in the first of all, it's illegal according to the scripts to have anyone rule over us. Okay, so knowing that, you can't just simply just allow people to rule over you and your grandkids and your great grandkids forever. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's try to you know get this thing together. Okay. All right, so take your time to watch that video, the live video of Kingdom Building Workshop announcement that he announced on Facebook. Download the Murex Enhanced Wallet. It's all these things are free. Everything that I'm speaking about is free. All right, so that's going to help you to donate uh, cryptocurrency to your favorite candidate whenever the app is completed in that way by February 14th to allow you to donate to your favorite candidate. Right now, there are no candidates to donate to, so I still have time to set up the donation for the candidates. All right, so the main message of this video is that we are moving to a new channel. It's called Club of New Jerusalem. All right. So make sure you download the Club of New Jerusalem app. That's in the description. And then we're moving to the new channel, Club of New Jerusalem. Make sure that you like and subscribe to that channel. Okay. And then register for the February 11th workshop, the Kingdom Building Workshop, led by BBOC. All right. And then, you know, and you're getting things started, getting things on the way. You know what I'm saying? These things are important, so things don't just randomly fall into place. You can break a glass into a million pieces, throw it up in the air as many times as you choose, and it's never going to form into that glass. You have to take the pieces that you have broken, right, and pragmatically put them back in their proper place. So that's what we're trying to do for the governments of the world and the earth. So we're definitely going to have to sit down with world leaders and express these things to them. We're going to have to continue trade with them in order to be sure that they are not provoked to madness, to where we just completely isolate from them, like like these other camps do. Like what's the name of that boy with the box out there? Pastor Dow and people like that decide for themselves that they're going to live off the grid, you know, off of their power system and everything, and not even shop at their grocery stores and just grow their own foods and cattle and stuff like that. So it's highly irrational to revert yourself back to a third world country. and our third world community. We have the opportunity in in this modern society to utilize the advances of science and technology, engineering, agriculture, and math. You can't just forget everything that you've learned that societies have learned for thousands of years. You have to utilize these things and build on top of it. So you don't just live up under the foundation. You build on top of the foundation. All right. So I hope that's clear. And so the proper steps to take is to build a extremely advanced and modern society of our own that is simply autonomous in governance. So we can't allow them to rule over us. We have to rule ourselves and govern ourselves. This is highly desirable to world leaders because it takes you off of their payrolls or off of their entitlements. Okay, well, these world governments owe you trillions of dollars, and so they cannot pay. So since they cannot pay, they will not pay. And if you continue to get upset about it, then you're going to want to do something about it. All right. And so this is what they fear. They fear that you're going to have an uprising. You see, they fear that you're going to physically have a physical battle with them that they know will harm them detrimentally. Okay. So now, whenever you set up and establish your own autonomy and your own elections, then you will be fully 100% justified if these people come and invade you during an election. Like they're trying to prevent you from voting and they're hijacking trucks or whatever, you know what I mean, in order to stop you from becoming your own autonomous governing political body. So we don't have to go to that extreme, but they do because they need perpetual slaves. So you'll be fully justified in fighting back and destroying them. Okay. So these little nuances and shifts in your mind, a mental shift in your mind is important because you can't just go invade them and try to take over the country. It's just ridiculous to even to attempt to even try. And you have weapons that the government has weapons that you will never in your life possess. So the proper course of action is to, you know, become your own nation. So you don't individually become sovereign. Well, you can, but it's not effective because when someone or a group of clowned, costumed actors come to your house with weapons, you won't be able to defend yourself. So this is why we discourage individualized sovereignty. The sovereignty belongs to a political body that is willing to defend themselves at all costs. So our political body are repented people who accept Jesus Christ as the Son of God. Okay, so this excludes Torah only people, Torah only Jewishers and Torah only Israelites. This excludes uh, Islamic people who are virtually Torah only Islamic people who do not accept Jesus Christ as the Son of God. They regurgitate the saying that how be it that Allah has a son. It's impossible for Allah to have a son. So in their mentality, I speak to many Islamic people daily and throughout the years of my ministry, and they all agree that they are separate from God, So if you are a Bible knower and a Bible listener, then you know that doing what the Bible says to do makes you attached to God. God is in you and you are in God. So we know these things. But they know for a fact that they are separate from God. So if you're separate from God, then you are Satan. That's just automatic. You know that. But they don't. So they think they are in good standing with the Heavenly Father. But we know as Bible believers that you can't have the Father without the Son. All right. I hope this is edifying. I hope to see you February the 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. Everything that I discussed in this video is in the description. Follow each step and do each step as quickly as you can. Set it up and make it happen. Let's build together. Shalom.